Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. So today I'm back with a tutorial, and it's a bow tying tutorial. I've been making these little Christmas decorations, which I'll just take it off this little tray and show you what it's like. So this one I've put Mam on using my craft machine and tied a little bow and put it on the top, and I just think they look really effective. They're very cheap to make, and it's something that everybody could do. It takes seconds to do. You don't need any glue or needle and thread. It's just hand tied, but it just sits really pretty on the top of the bauble. So I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. It's so simple. It's just something to do whilst it's so cold and miserable outside, on the run up to Christmas, which will be upon us before we actually know. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to show you. I'm going to use two ribbons. In fact, I'm probably going to show you how to do it with the thinner ribbon. I've got two ribbons. I've got a thicker one, a thin one, both white. It's easier for you to see what I'm doing when I'm using the thinner one. So I have done some thin bows as well, just little tiny bows there. So I'm going to show you how to do it using the thinner bow, because it would be easier to see where I'm moving my hands and things like that. So without further ado, we'll get straight on. So how I normally measure, I don't use a tape ruler or anything like that. I normally nip it in between my thumb and my fingers. I go around my hand once, I go around my hand twice, and I cut it there, and that's the length of ribbon I use every time I make a bow, and that is the perfect size for those baubles. So I would say that's probably about 20 centimetres if you wanted to measure. Right, so I'll show you. So you're going to be using two fingers and your thumb, and you hold it down there. You've got a little tail, as you can see. Open your fingers a bit wider. You're going to wrap it around the back, slip it in between your two fingers, and pull it. Come over the top at the back, and then you're going to go back through where your thumb is. It's actually really fiddly when I'm doing it on camera. Normally it's just so easy. And then you literally pull it forward, give it a wiggle, and there you have a nice little neat bow. All you need to do now is dovetail the tails. So I normally fold them in half and then just snip them with my scissors, and I'll do the same with the other side, roughly at about the same length. Again, fold it in half and dovetail it that way. And that's how quick it is to do your first little bow. I'm going to stick, you can either stick, if you don't like the knot in the centre, you can stick a little pearl on or something like that, which I picked up from Poundland, and there you have a really cute little bow. It's just so easy to do. So again, I'll do another one if you want. Obviously you can play with it if you wanted to puff it out. It is a little bit more difficult with the larger ribbon, but again, I do the measurements by wrapping around my hand once. Oops. Then I wrap it around my hand a second time and just snip it there. Right, I'll now show you how to do it with the bigger bit. So again, we're going to be using two fingers and a thumb. Hold it down once you've got your little tail hanging over. Go around once, and again, you go in between your two fingers. Pull it through from the other side. Slipping off because of the angle I'm doing it. Obviously with holding my fingers up to the camera. Then you're going to come over the top again and under where your thumb is and back through. I hope you can see this on camera. And again, just give it a little wiggle until you get your knot tight. And slip it off. And then you can pull it tight, and again, just fold your ribbon in half and dovetail the tail. Same on the other side. Actually, at this point, I would probably go over it with a lighter at the tails just to stop them from fraying. And then you can have a little fiddle. And there we have a lovely little bow. So that is how easy it is to do them. Yeah, so what I'll show you I'm going to do next I think I'll put that way, play around with it, and again I'll put a little one of these pearls in the centre. I just think it finishes them off. They just look so pretty. You could touch that with a bit of hot glue if you wanted to make it more permanent, but it's not really going to get touched, so. So this video was literally going to be just showing you how to do the bows, but I thought I may as well go ahead and show you how I do the personalised baubles. So I've picked up 2 packs of baubles. I got these ones from B&M Bargains, and you got 6 for £3, which work out at 50p each, and they've got like a sparkly confetti in. I don't know if you can see those on camera. Really pretty. Very sparkly, so I got those ones. I also went to Home Bargains and picked up these ones, and these were these have got a different tie on the top. They've got a little ribbon on, and these are filled with feathers, also very pretty, roughly about the same size, and you got 4 of those for £1.99. So basically they were 50p as well. Today I'm going to be using the feather filled one, and I've gone ahead on my craft machine and I've printed out the word sister in vinyl. So I'm going to transfer that onto my bauble using some masking tape. So I'll just move that there so you can see how I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit of masking tape, remove a little bit of the tack by putting it on my hand, and then put it over the top of sister. And when you peel it back off, it should be on the masking tape. I have to press it down a little. And as you can see, sister's transferred onto there. So now I need to decide where I'm going to put it on the bauble. I'm probably going to sit it in the centre. So I'm going to just go across there, make sure I've got it lined up nice and straight. Press it down. I've wrinkled it a little, but it should be fine. And then as I peel it off, the sister has transferred onto my bauble. It's not very straight, it's got a couple of little wrinkles in, but I'm sure my sister won't mind. So yeah, so I've done that. I want to make sure that that's lined up nice and nice in the center, and then I'm going to turn that around. I'm going to put a little spot of glue on there, and then pick up my bow and just sit it nicely on the top. And as you can see, it doesn't actually cover the word, it just sits above it. And yeah, that's how easy it is. So that costs maybe about, well, that whole roll of ribbon, which you can see there's loads on there, that cost £1 from the range. You get I think you get 88 pearls for £1 in that pack. I paid 50p for the bauble and just that little bit of time to cut out sister. If you don't have a craft machine, you could do that with a stencil, with a Sharpie or something like that. You could put on any colour you wanted, and I just think that looks really pretty. How I'm going to wrap that is I'm going to cut it into, I picked up some little muffin trays, which were 120 for, how many did I get? 60 metallic muffin trays. So I just thought, rather than just hand it over the way it is, I just thought it would be nice if I sit it in the little muffin tray like that. And I've got these clear bags, or you could use any sort of wrapping which you can get in a roll, and I just thought I would pop it in the bag. Sit it nice and central, and then just put a little tie around the top with a little bit of white ribbon. And there we have it. I think that looks like a really nice gift for less than £1. Something that everybody could do. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed my video. If you have, please give me the thumbs up, like and subscribe.